So anyways, I'm going to go over today the mostly how to do the intro jam for Don't Forget Me live at La Cigale. Also go over how to do a volume swell, assuming there's the people out there that don't know how to do them. They're fairly simple, and I'll leave a link in the description as to where the actual video starts for the intro itself. So anyways, a volume swell is basically, you know, you're hitting a note and you're pulling up on the volume bar. That was out of key. Oh well. You'll hear John uses it, Venice Queen, that whole intro, then he loops it, you know, does whatever. He uses it, that whole intro is volume swells. Soul to squeeze during the chorus, that's all volume swells. Anyways, I'll go over a little bit on the settings. The gain, I don't have too high up. Treble is fairly high, mid's pretty low, and the bass is pretty high. Typically, the easiest way I find to do a volume swell is to have it on the bridge pickup. I think it just sounds the nicest generally. So basically, you're just working the note with your pinky. You know, you start. I like to start down around 3 or 4 on the volume. And it's always easiest to do it on a Strat. Try and do it on any other guitar, it's going to be pretty hard. So when you're hitting the note, you know, for example, I'm also, when I hit the note, I'm swiveling it, so it gives it, if I just hit a note, it's kind of bland. But then I swivel it. So the swivel is, you know, that's part of, I think, what gets it that really nice sound. And, you know, people were saying, oh, what effect is John using? It's really not an effect. It's more of his tone, how he's hitting the note, how quickly he's pulling up on it, where he started the volume swell at, and how much he's swiveling it. And that's really important to the sound of it all. I mean, the closest I know of to an effect for it, the Line 6 has a setting on it. The Line 6 DL4 has a setting that's almost like an automated volume swell. It's kind of a cheap way of doing it. Volume pedals are kind of are another way of doing it. I think it's kind of cheating, but you know, it's nice to learn this. I mean, that way you don't have to rely on anything else. So you're always, like I said, you're starting around 3 or 4. That's where I find it easiest, and you're pulling up all the way, the volume up all the way. So hopefully, I'm hoping that's you know, good enough. Just keep practicing it if you don't know how to do them. But I'm hoping that's good enough that I can leave off there. If not, leave me some kind of question. I can try and go back over it with some other video or whatever. So now for the actual tab part. John, it's all, I mean, until he gets into those chords, it's all on the E and the B. So the first note is a 10 on the B string. Then he goes to a 12 on the E. And then this 15, he hits a 15 on the E. But for that note, I don't think he has the volume knob that far down. I think he probably started the volume swell at the 7th setting on the volume knob. Because it just doesn't sound like he does a full volume swell. It sounds more of like a partial one. And then he goes down to the 19th on the E. So I'll restart. So 10th fret, 12th, 15, down to 19, and then he goes to the 17th, and then he bends the 17th on the B string. To give it almost like a eerie, almost like the notes crying, and that's really beautiful, I think. I'll just do that. So 17th, and then you bend it. Then he goes down to 15. And then this can be tricky, I guess, if you're learning volume swells. But he does a 13, and then he slides to 12. Oh, that was really bad. I'm sorry. And then he quits the volume swells at that point and goes 12 on the G, and then bends the 12 on the E, and then 13, and then he starts the chords. But I'll go over it all once more. So 10th fret. 12, 15, 19, 17, 17 again, but you bend it, 15, 13 slide to 12, and then 12, and then bend another 12. I hope that's good enough for that part. I'll go over it once more, I guess, in the end. But then this part, it's fairly easy. I honestly I didn't really practice it that much. I was focusing more on trying to learn the volume swells in the intro by ear. But it seems that he just goes through these few chords. It's 14, 13, 12, 15, 12, 15, 14, 13. And then 13, 12, 13, 17, 17, 15, and then same chord shape, 12, 12, 10. So I mean, that's not how he picks it out either, but it's. Sorry. I mean, that's pretty much it. He does, let's see, he does a couple different variations in there. Ones where it's, that's 15, 14, 13, and then a hammer on to a 15 on the B. Another one is a 14 slide to 15 on the D. That's pretty much it, though. I mean, it's simple enough where if you work with those chords and you listen to it, you should be able to figure it out. And then, so the last part, before the song starts, sorry, I am so out of it today. I'm sorry, guys. Anyways, the last note is, I don't know why that wasn't working. Why I can think of how that goes, but yeah, the last part is he changes it up. Then he throws in this chord, and that's how it ends. And then Flea comes in. But anyways, yeah, like I said, I didn't really practice this whole part. I was just gonna touch base on how to do the volume swell part mostly. I figured that was what people were having trouble with. And I tried shooting this video out fairly fast because work taking up a lot of time. So I'll just go back to the video and play it once more. Anyways, that's about it. I mean, like I said, sorry I'm kind of beating around that whole chord progression part. It's real nice, melodic sounding, but I was, like I said, mostly focusing on the volume swell part because I figure that's the part people have the most trouble with. I hope this was helpful. If not, please leave a comment. And like I said, sorry about that, skipping over that but just not enough time right now. Hope you guys liked it, and I'm glad I got the request. I'm trying to remember the name, but I'll leave that in the comment or on the video also. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys. It means a lot that you asked me to do these requests, and I'll see you later.